Jesus says, "Convict my blind body of its nakedness and the outer darkness." November 15th, 2015. Words from Jesus through Sister Clare, spoken by Jackie. Jesus began, "I have brought all of you together for a purpose. Each of you has gifts and attributes the other is missing. Haven't you noticed that? No two are alike. How I delight in your differences, and how I delight when I see you making use of yourselves, melded into one, providing for the needs of others. Even as it is written, our desire is not that others might be relieved while you are hard-pressed, but that there might be equality. At the present time, your plenty will supply what they need, so that in turn their plenty will supply what you need. The goal is equality, as it is written, the one who gathered much did not have too much, and the one who gathered little did not have too little." 2 Corinthians 8:13-15. This world is a very lonely place, and part of your testimony as belonging to me is that you go about doing good where you can. By this, all men will know that you are mine. You were right when you said that I never give up on anyone, and you shouldn't either. My brides all around you, I've placed those with needs that you have the wherewithal to meet. But your society is so corrupted with private interests that you are insulated to the point where you don't notice unless you are listening very carefully to my spirit, in which case you will inquire to the needs of those around you. This is an exercise in both selflessness, obedience, and patience, taking the time from your own personal interests to ensure the needs of others is a trait of my disciples. How shallow your society is and has deliberately been designed by the enemy to isolate. Yes, he is well practiced in manipulation to isolate the weak and lonely, that he may devour them and separate them from me, giving them no hope whatsoever. But when you respond to the needs of others out of love and compassion for your brother, as it is written, "Love your brother as you love yourself," you are doing more than acting in my stead. When the Son of Man comes in his glory and all the angels with him, then he will sit on his glorious throne. Before him will be gathered all the nations, and he will separate people one from another, as a shepherd separates the sheep from the goats. So I'm assigning you in this very moment the task of inquiring about the state of those around you, whether it be a brother, sister, mother, father, neighbor, or classmate. I want you to go out of your way to be good to them. In this moment you have very little concept of what you look like to heaven. In heaven you will be stripped clean of all things done from the motive of self-interest. At that point, all that will be left to you is what you did out of brotherly love and selflessness. Can you take a moment and visualize what I'm saying here? Everything you've done for yourself and your own desires, beyond the realm of absolute necessity, the merits of everything will be removed from you. This is why the wedding guest was removed from the banquet. Simply stated, he lived for himself and had no covering. But Lord, isn't that works righteousness? Well, in a sense you could say that, but remember, I'm not talking about salvation or justification, which is by faith alone. No, here I'm talking about rank and position. There are many, many layers and dimensions to heaven. There is a place called the outer darkness, which is reserved for those who are saved but did very little for others in their lives. This is as it should be, Clare. Believe me, this is justice. The more you resemble me, the closer to the glory of the throne you will be. But Lord, in the outer darkness, you said there will be wailing and gnashing of teeth. Yes, indeed, there will be. The recognition of the selfishness of your life will at first be very painful to witness. It is not something you can run and hide from. It will be evident to all. And many of those who live for themselves are blind to their nakedness, so it will be a shock to them. My love, when you make good deeds a habit pattern of your life, you go around convicting my blind body of their own nakedness. The more long-suffering and generous your charity, the more convicted they become. I know you have felt this way because I have taken the time to convict you on many occasions. This world is topsy-turvy, Clare. What is applauded by men is a disgrace in heaven, and what is looked upon as a waste of time and energy on behalf of others, in heaven is applauded. Men's consciences are just terribly deformed, and it is only through my grace that those who have been raised improperly ever come to an understanding of good and bad. You are my most exquisite of all creatures, my people, and the more you resemble me, the greater your reward in heaven. I've given you intelligence, reason, and free will. Note that the greater your vigilance over others, the greater my vigilance and reward, both now and in the age to come, over you. Press in, therefore, with these gifts, my beloved. There is a crown waiting for those who run to win until the end. I'm coming soon. Make the best of the time left to you.